We live in an age of absolute external control. We can automate our homes, track our health down to the heartbeat, and manage global teams from a phone. Yet, internally, we are exhausted. We battle chronic burnout and a quiet, persistent sense of moral fatigue. Our daily wars are rarely fought in physical arenas anymore. They take place within the high-pressure environment of our own minds, where we navigate a constant stream of deadlines and personal anxieties. To navigate this psychological gridlock, you might expect to turn to a neuroscientist or an executive coach. Instead, consider Swami Mukhananda. He began his career as a professional, climbing the corporate ladder, before leaving it to pursue a life as a monk. He didn't make this transition to escape reality. He brought a fiercely analytical mind to it, honed at India's top-tier engineering and management institutes. Mukhananda treats the 5,000-year-old Bhagavad Gita as a systematic instruction manual for mental mastery, applying an engineering-like logic to ancient spiritual wisdom. This framework begins with the opening sentence of the Gita, which identifies the specific psychological tensions that lead to our daily suffering. The text opens at the edge of a catastrophic war. King Dhritarashtra, who is physically blind, sits away from the front lines, asking his advisor about the two massive armies gathering below. The king asks, "O Sanjay, after gathering on the holy field of Kurukshetra and desiring to fight, what did my sons and the sons of Pandu do?" This inquiry centers on a specific Sanskrit term, mamakas, or my sons. By drawing a sharp verbal line between my sons and the sons of Pandu, who are actually his own nephews, the king exposes a deep, selfish bias. His physical blindness mirrors a psychological one. He cannot see past his own possessiveness. We see this pattern in modern psychology, when the ego attaches its identity to temporary variables, like prestigious job titles, growing bank accounts, or high social status. We often mistake what we have for who we are. According to this framework, that attachment is the primary driver of our daily anxiety. The king also anchors his question in a specific geography, Dharmakshetra, the field of righteousness. The king fears this holy environment might awaken his sons' consciences, leading them to negotiate a truce and ruining his own selfish ambitions. We experience a version of this through cognitive dissonance, the exhausting anxiety that occurs when we suppress our own values to protect an ego-driven outcome. The verse introduces a counter-perspective through the advisor, Sanjaya. Sanjaya serves as the narrator, functioning as an objective, unattached witness. He views the impending destruction without the cloud of emotional bias. To navigate internal chaos, we must move beyond the fearful perspective of the king and cultivate our own inner Sanjaya, a detached viewpoint capable of observing the truth. This diagram maps the Gita's central psychological insight. The battlefield is a metaphor for the mind itself, where lower impulses of ego are locked in conflict with higher virtues of duty and righteousness. Resolving this conflict requires shifting our identity away from the temporary ego and toward a more stable, conscious sense of self. The practical application of this shift is karma yoga. This involves executing our duties with technical excellence while detaching our self-worth from the final outcome. In high-pressure scenarios, like a tennis match or a critical presentation, worrying about the scoreboard creates a freeze response. Focusing entirely on the mechanics of the current action allows the mind to enter a flow state, leading to peak performance. The next time you face a high-stress moment, you have a choice. You can let the fearful ego drive your reaction, or you can call upon your objective wisdom and prioritize clarity.